What's up, y'all? What's up? Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Come on in. What's going on in the world? Come on in. Come on in. Wait till I see a couple of folk, and then I'll get started. I see you, Kazi. I see you, Tasha. Grand Rising family. Hope everyone is well. There are a lot of people who aren't. And yeah, I'm going to be speaking some uncomfortable truths this rising, because I feel like it's very much needed. There's a lot going on. And yeah, it's time to stop putting, I know they say you catch more bees with honey. Well, I'm fresh out of honey. Yeah. I'm okay. Kazi, I'm okay for the most part. I think the biggest thing that I'm gonna have to deal with is acceptance. You know, I look at death completely differently than most people. You know what I'm saying? I definitely know that death is an illusion. We don't die. We are energy. We absolutely just transform whenever this physical, body dies. But I still am a human being, and I am still emotionally attached to people. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like we need to have a better perspective about what's going on. Everybody, wants to set fast on their opinions and their perspectives and things of that nature, which everyone has the right to do. But folks is dying. So opinions and preferences and things of that nature are really irrelevant right now. I really need everybody to, start taking their health seriously. There's no more, oh, I just got to, you have a right to eat what you want. No, you don't, because you're dying. No, you don't. This is no longer preferences, guys. Well, I need to eat. No, you don't. If you eat meat, you are compromised. If you eat cheese, you are compromised. If you're one of them people who bought up all the oodles and noodles in the store, you are compromised. If you are not eating healthy, you are compromised. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't give a fuck who you pray to. If you don't eat properly, if your immune system is compromised, you are compromised and you can die. My homegirl, 37 years old, just died yesterday. She has left a daughter and a mother here and a whole project full of people who care about her. She was 37 years old. The day before that, a pillar of my community in Lefrak just died. And don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, what I've been saying, you're not supposed to panic. No, you're not supposed to do any of that. What I've been trying to tell y'all is y'all need to be prepared. That is what I have been pushing. You need to be prepared for what's going on, because all of us do not. You guys, we've been living in this country. We've been living in oblivion. We walk around daily in the morning getting our fucking coffee and, going out clubbing every night and watching stupid ass shows and, spending wild money on dumb shit and, lining up for Popeye's chickens and dumb shit. Dumb shit. Because you have to have your meat. Because you have to be comfortable, because you have to drive that car, because you don't want to exercise, because you don't want to do this and you don't want to do that, because you're lazy. We are lazy as fuck, and we're dying now. No more honey. No more honey. If you do not take care of yourself, your health, you will die. Period. I don't care what your mama taught you. I don't care what grandma taught you. I don't care what they tell you in church or your mosque. I don't care about none of that. People are dying. So I'm going to need y'all to take y'all health more seriously. Like I said, if you one of those people that went in that store and bought up all of that processed food, all of that shit, y'all done left fruits and vegetables and all of that shit in the store, guess what? You can absolutely get coronavirus. Because you're sitting in your house and you're eating unhealthily. You are continuing to compromise your immune system daily while you're sitting here watching the TV and getting depressed, which is also compromising your immune system. So all the way around, you are compromised. Exercise. Eat right. Drink water. Fuck them sodas. Fuck that juice. The juice you drink, it ain't real juice. Sorry, ain't enough oranges, ain't enough fucking apples, ain't enough grapefruits, none of that shit to make a, you know what I'm saying, to supply and demand that shit. So no, it's not healthy. Oh, I eat a salad once a day. It's not enough. It's not enough. For you folks who you know what I'm saying, talk about fasting, that's something that you might need to try to do. You need to start taking these herbs. And you absolutely, positively need to give this shit to your kids. Stop going to McDonald's. Stop. Cook for your kids. Cook for your kids. Stop talking about it only takes 5 hours to feed your kids. Your kids' lives matter to you, right? Right? So feed your children what they need and not what they want. Find the time to do that shit. Stop giving your time to these fucking jobs, because as you can see, they don't care about you. You ain't got a job right now, but you still got bills to pay. Take care of your kids. Teach them better. Prepare them for this shit that's going on right now. I know a lot of people want you, I want my kids to, you know what I'm saying, have you know what I'm saying, stay children. Sorry, we can't do that. You're supposed to prepare them for that before, but that ain't the case. There are people dropping like flies, and your children don't understand that shit. You have to teach them. You need to be prepared. Y'all are all depressed. How you think your kids feel? They're not even developed enough to understand this stuff. And you scared. So if you scared, how you think that they feel? Start preparing your children for the world that you brought them into. Fuck Disney World. Fuck Christmas. Them video games. Fuck all of that. That's not helping your kids right now. That is not going to teach them how to deal with this if this happens when they become an adult. We have to do better. People are dying. This shit is crazy. And this is not about fear. I'm not going on and on to tell y'all to be scared. What I'm telling you to do is to buck up, discipline yourself, and prepare yourself for the world that you are in. Your comfort is done. I'm sorry, but it is done. You need to prepare yourself for what's to come. If you are not prepared, you should not be having no joyous times right now, because that shit is going to go. We was just chilling just 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago, this was not a problem. Everybody was living their mundane lives just 2 weeks ago. And now this is going off. We have to do better. People, if you don't, I understand. There are a lot of people going around saying, you know, you have to get to good sources. Let me tell you something. You need to do your research on everything and everybody. I just saw a commercial, which is part of the reason why I'm so upset. Because I saw this commercial by the CDC. Matter of fact, I saw somebody posting saying that you need to listen to them, and that's where you should get your your correct information from, and that's bullshit. Because I just watched this commercial where they're sitting here telling you all of the people that can be compromised. The last thing they put was a compromised immune system. Now, one time on that commercial, did they tell you how to uncompromise your immune system? They're not telling you to eat fruits and vegetables. They're not telling you to exercise. They're not telling you to take vitamins and all of that shit. That's not what they're telling you. Fuck the CDC. They don't care about y'all. I am sorry. I know that's what they taught you. All you therapists, all you doctors, I get it. But it's bullshit. You need to protect yourself. Real common sense. Your immune system is the problem. So you need to make sure your immune system is on point. You need to take shit that's going to be good for your immune system. And guess what? There are plenty of people out here telling you what to do about that. And it ain't the CDC. Nobody's telling you to just take my word for it. Do your own research. That's the point we're trying to make. That's what all of us has been saying to you guys over the past few years. Do your research. You check everything. Just like y'all fact check us, fact check them. Because guess what? I'm good over here. I'm upset because y'all are dying. Not because of me. Because of y'all. This shit is bugged out. And it's simply because you don't want to listen and you want to hold on, you know what I'm saying, to these ideals that you have been taught instead of using your brain and critically thinking and learning some shit outside of your box. This world is way bigger than the neighborhood that you live in and the shit that you were taught. Another reason why I'm upset is because this shit happens to people all the time. We tripping right now because it's happened to us. But things like this have been happening all over this world for years. And what do? We sit there, eat popcorn, drink our beer, and watch TV and like, yo, damn, that's crazy. We sit here and watch these things happen to other people. And we just mundanely think that, oh, we live in America, so we good. No, we not. This shit started in China and Italy, and guess where it is right now? And it's at its worst all-time high, and it ain't over there where it started. Why is that? Because we're compromised. We don't think about what's more important. Again, all we care about is you do this cycle. You go to work, buy unnecessary shit. Have fun, go to work again. Some of y'all can't even deal with y'all kids right now. That's bugged out. You gave birth to these beings and you can't even deal with them. Do y'all not see how crazy that is? Do you not see how bugged out that is? Where you can't even deal with the seeds that you brought here? You don't know what to do with your kids. Your kids that act like you. That's crazy. How you supposed to protect your children and you don't even know what to do with them? What sense does that make? That shit's bugged out, yo. And y'all come at me talking about I don't understand and you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna know unless you have kids. Well, here I am, way more upset and more concerned about your kids, and I ain't got none. See, what y'all fail to understand is everything that happens to each one of us affects all of us. Don't you know your kids are going to be adults in this society? So somebody else is gonna have to deal with them after you can't? Don't you get that? Your psychopaths, your serial killers, your narcissists, all those people were your kids that you couldn't deal with. And now they're adults and we all got to deal with that shit. So it's my business what you will do or not do with your kids. Wake up. This shit is crazy. And there's more to come. Y'all, there's so many people talking about how much mental issues and therapy that people are going to need after all of this happens. These same people got to raise their kids. We have to do better. So no, I don't care what kind of meat you eat and all of that shit. If you're not exercising and if you have not been taking herbs and feeding your body what it needs, you are compromised. That steak, that piece of chicken, that turkey, that pork, whatever it is going to kill you. It's going to compromise you. And you can possibly be next. If you don't start eating some raw vegetables. I don't care how it tastes. That's our problem. We're big ass babies. We're big ass spoiled brats. My food has to taste a certain way. Nah, nigga. That's not what food is for. I don't care what the pyramid said. I don't care what Chef Ramsay's been telling you, so it's cool for you to watch his damn TV shows and buy all his fucking books and to spend that ridiculous amount of money in his restaurant. That's that bullshit they tell you to be able to charge you all that damn money. Food is like gas, period. It is the gas for your car, which is your body. Anybody that, I don't even drive. But anybody that drives, you know you can't put whatever gas you want to in your car. I don't give a fuck how cheap it is. I don't give a fuck how exotic it is. You have to put the right gas for your car. If you don't do that, you're going to fuck up your engine. Am I right or am I wrong? My drivers. Ain't that how that go? So your body is the same thing. You don't get to put whatever you want in it and then expect it to run the way you want it to. That's not how that works. And I understand that you think because you've been living your whole life, you've been slowly killing yourself, so it's okay. Yes, slowly killing yourself. That's what you're doing. Yes, I know it's harsh, but that's the problem. We've been putting too much honey on shit. And now we're oblivious to what's going on. And now you don't know what to damn do. And when you're in panic, this is when people can manipulate you. This is why you're supposed to educate yourself. Stop listening to everything that you're taught. Do your own research. These schools, these institutions, they are all a part of the same government. They all work together. I was having a discussion with somebody that I really care about this. She has a job and they told her that, if you even feel like you're sick, you need to tell us and you need to go get tested for coronavirus. That's what she did. And I was afraid of most is a lot of y'all, y'all care so much about these jobs because you care so much about your bills, which I know you have to. But it will put yourself in a compromising position where you have to do something that you really don't want to do, and that could be detrimental to your health because you got to keep your job. I'm going to need y'all to start thinking about that. You are potentially going to compromise you and your family because you have to keep your job. I'm going to need y'all to start being entrepreneurs. I'm going to need you to start whatever craft you got, whatever talent you got. I'm going to need you to start working on that. Because this situation has proven what your value is to these companies. When it all boils down to it, they will cut you off. You are not important. I don't care if you was working there for 20 years and you done been to the boss's house and met his wife and his kids and all that shit. I don't give a damn how that works. That ain't your business. And you are expendable. I'm going to need you to start seeing that. There is no safety net in your 9 to 5. That is not a guarantee. So I'm going to need you to start doing some other stuff. I don't know how you're going to do that. I'm not living your life, but you need to figure that out. Because again, what happens if this happens again and you lose your job again or you're out of work again? And I'm sorry, $1,200 ain't shit. That is not about to pay all of your bills. Because all y'all got the new 2019 pushing. Y'all got that new $20-something thousand house, you know what I'm saying, in Fort Valley or whatever. I'm going to need y'all to rethink y'all lives. The shit that you got going on. All the stuff that you waste. Do you need 3 cars? Do you need 5 TVs? Do you need, you know what I'm saying, do your kids have to have the new gadget or whatever the fuck that comes out? Is that really a need? You need to start thinking about that. We feel like we can't have a happy life or, you know what I'm saying, a successful life without having all of this unnecessary things that you can't take with you when you die. That corona don't give a damn about. We have to do better. Only you gonna save you. I'm sorry, the government ain't about to save you. The CDC ain't about to save you. They're not about to do it. Just the simple fact that they are still making us pay light bills and all that shit, knowing that we're out of work. You got this $2 billion stimulus package that you about to give out to people. Why don't you just not make us pay bills? Fuck the money. How about just not charge us rent and electricity and all of those essential bills while y'all figure this out? Why are you just gonna throw us $1,200? Where the fuck you get the money from anyway? Y'all's taxes. So they giving y'all money back that you just gave to them, and making you feel like they're bailing you out of some shit. But yet you still got to pay your light bill, and you still got to pay your rent and your car note. I saw a commercial where a Hyundai talking about between now and May something, if you buy a car, we ain't going to have no interest or nothing or whatever for 6 months. They still selling cars, my nigga. Talking about we looking out for our peoples. We ain't gonna charge y'all for 6 months. The fuck? What you gonna do with a damn car if you stuck in the house? I didn't see not one commercial from the CDC or the government giving us actual solutions about what we need to do. All they telling you to do is stay in the house. You can stay in the house all you want to, but if you got corona, that's not stopping corona. You just gonna stay in the house, then they tell you that you can go back out of the house, and guess what? Then you're gonna go spread that shit. We live in a Band-Aid society. You just Band-Aid shit up. You don't cure anything because there's no money in cures. It's money in the vaccines. It's money in the chemo. It's money in the dialysis. Do you know how much money these people are making off of your ailments, off of your pain and your suffering, and you are letting them? Because you don't want to stop eating meat. Because you don't want to stop eating cheese. Because you don't want to exercise every day. You want to just ride in your car instead of taking a damn walk. Because you don't want to drink water when your body is 72% water. You need to start caring about yourselves. Learn about yourself. And this is the stuff that they don't teach you, and they don't teach your kids in school. This is a fact. There's no reason why you're a college degree, graduate, and you don't know anything about your immune system to combat this. You should be teaching your kids this. These kids know every fucking thing, man. 5 years old, sitting there, reading tablets and shit, and doing all types of stuff that we were not doing at 5. And I was a smart ass kid when I was 5. I was extremely intelligent and very mature for my age my whole life. But I damn sure wasn't doing what these little kids are doing right now at 2, 3, and 4. I was not doing it. So you cannot tell me that you cannot teach your children how to survive and, how to understand this shit. You got to do better. This is the time right now while you're stuck in the house to get with your kids. Learn about what your children are learning in school. Half you parents can't even help your kids with their schoolwork because you don't know what the work is, because they done changed the curriculum up to some other bullshit that don't make no sense. So you can't even help them. And y'all obviously are not in sync with school, because it doesn't make any sense how your teachers are teaching your children something that you don't know. Why aren't the teachers working with the parents? Why don't y'all know this shit? That shit pisses me off, because then y'all come at me about not having kids and how I don't understand and all other shit. But these are your babies. This is your legacy. You gotta do better. You should know everything that's going on in your child's life. You should know their career. You should know everything about them. Back in the days, you used to sit at home at night, have dinner together. That was the time for you and your kids to get into your kid's head and find out what happened in their day. You don't do that anymore. You come home, you bring them McDonald's and sit them in front of the tablet. The tablet. YouTube is raising y'all kids. And that shit ain't cool. And I feel sorry for teachers. Because y'all in here tripping about your own kids and they got to deal with y'all kids on a daily basis and it'll be 30 and 40 of them at the same time. And then you expect them to take care of that. And not cross any lines where your kids are concerned. That shit is unacceptable. That shit is crazy, man. Yo, people are dying. And I really need y'all to understand that. And I'm not talking about, oh my God, we're dying and crying. No, we dying. Why? Where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying? And what do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? I can counteract that because we don't control this shit. We're the sitting ducks. I'm going to need y'all to know that. We are all sitting ducks. I don't care who you, like I said, I don't care who you pray to. I don't care what your job title is. If you own your own business, if you got $1 million, if you don't. We're all in the same boat with this shit. Right now, in my financial, I'm doing better than some people who make $100,000, you know what I'm saying, $100,000 a year right now. I'm chilling. And there's some people that got great jobs, pushing, like I said, them new news and all of that shit. And you're panicking. You have all of that. And it means nothing right now. Absolutely nothing. You gotta do better, man. Change your diet now. Take herbs now. That is the only way that you are going to be okay in this situation. You need to educate yourself. You check out everything. You check out every news article that ever been sent to you. You check the CDC. You check the news and you cross-reference the news. You check other people's news. I saw a clip of how they're taking different news recordings and they're mixing them together to put them, you know what I'm saying, on the news, so you think something's going on. I forgot how it worked. There was a recording of NBC News at the top, and then at the bottom it was a footage of a hospital in Italy that they were showing on the news, and it was the same exact video, but one said it was in Italy and one said it was in New York. This is what they do. Okay? The news is just like Wikipedia. I'm sorry. You cannot trust everything the news say. They work for them. That is that they control that. You need to do your own research. When you see what they say and you check that shit. They don't care about you. Period. I don't care how long you've been here. I don't care what type of citizen you are. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. I don't care if you vote or you don't vote. I don't care about none of that because they don't care about none of that. You are expendable. Period. Get your body right. Get your gut right, like Tasha said. You got two brains, this one and the one down here. You need to get the one down here right. Yes, it definitely controls your emotions. This is why you guys are depressed. This is why you can't find any solutions, because your brain is sogged out from all of that nonsense you've been eating. Why do y'all think I stress so much trying to get rid of this gut? Like, y'all think I'm just doing that to be funny? No, I'm dead ass. It's not a game. You got to do better. Start using your critical thinking skills. Your God or whatever gave you common sense. I'm going to need you to use it. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but my common sense is on fleek. That's what God gave you, that intuition. So when there's something that you honestly don't know, your body, your feelings, your intuition can tell you. That's how you think babies get through life. They don't know certain things, but those feelings. This is why they cry if they're around a certain energy. They know that's what the universe gives you to help you through until you learn. We gotta do better, man. I'm sorry. The CDC don't give a fuck about you. I care more about you than the CDC. Okay? You tell me when this country has shown you that they actually cared. You let me know. I'll be 35 in 8 days. You let me know. They don't do anything that actually helps. This is a corporation, and you all work for it. This is not a country. This is a business, and you work for that business. And at the end of the day, what do businesses care about? Their bottom line. That is all. While we're sitting here stuck and fighting and doing all this other shit, they're out there negotiating and figuring out how they're going to make sure their businesses still run. Well, again, why do you think you still got to pay a light bill? Why do you still have to pay rent while you can't work and it's not your fault? The whole country is in an uproar. Why are they still charging you for this shit? And then going to tell you, well, they're not cutting it off. But the bill is still accumulating. What the fuck does that mean? But that's okay. You accept that. But you want to argue with me. But you're accepting that. And you're supposed to be this all-American. You're supposed to be free. Free my ass. We're going through martial law right now. They're telling you that you can't leave your house. That's martial law. They are telling you as a free person. I don't give a fuck what the reason is for. You can say all day, well, it's for our safety. I don't care what it's for. As a free individual, you're supposed to have the right to do what you want to do, right? That's why a lot of folks come to this country, right? To be free, right? Well, if somebody is telling you you can't go somewhere and you can't do something, that ain't freedom. I'm sorry. They're arresting people in Atlanta right now talking about it's a terrorist attack if you leave your house without a purpose that they care about. That's martial law. And you paying taxes or being a part, being a part of the wealthy or the well-to-do or whatever is not stopping that or stopping them from stopping you. You are not free. You get told what to do and you do it. And if you don't, they lock your ass up or they kill you. How is that free? But y'all laugh at us folk that talk about sovereignty and wanting to go off the grid and just live off the land. You mock us. You know what I'm saying? You mock those people in other countries, like those indigenous people. You mock them and talking about, making it seem like they live in huts and they're living just so mundane. No, they're living good. Them people ain't got to worry about none of this shit. They don't pay taxes. They don't pay for water. They don't pay for food. They don't pay for none of that shit. They chilling. They living for each other and by each other. They have outlasted all of us. Without television, without technology and cars and all of that shit. These people are living and chilling and doing their thing. We the ones over here paying for natural resources that came from God. Why the fuck are we paying for water? When that shit was here before we even got here. Who the hell died and said that you get to own the water and we got to pay you to get it when water is something that you can't live without? Why are we accepting that? Why is that okay? You know something else I was thinking about too? We allow them to poison us on every fucking level. I was talking to some people who live down south, and they was telling me how they remember when they were younger, how there used to be fruit trees all up and down the road. You could just walk down the road to school, wherever it is that you was going, and just pick fruit off the tree. You know what I'm saying? Just mindlessly walking. And there's nothing but fruit trees, you know what I'm saying, all over the place. Them chemtrails done killed all of that. They've been poisoning us from the air for years, and you think it's normal. You need to pay attention. Stop accepting everything that these people tell you and use your own goddamn brain. You ain't free. They telling you free. They make you think free is a big house and a big car. That's freedom. That's success. If you have this, you're doing good. No, the fuck you not. Because guess what? All of that glitz and glamour, what happens when it gets taken away? What you gonna do then? You supposed to be prepared for everything. The bad, the good, the highs, the lows. You should be able to survive if you have everything. You should be able to survive if you have nothing. That's my eye. You should not be so engulfed in one side, you know what I'm saying, that if something else shifts, that you don't know what to do with yourself. Change is constant. That is the only constant in this world, is change. Nothing is ever going to always be good or always be bad. So you need to be prepared for both. My eye always gonna come through. Always. Again, it doesn't matter who you pray to or how that works. This earth is going to balance itself at all times. So we need to do better. Another uncomfortable truth. You're talking about this virus and how this virus is taking... Don't you know that we're a virus? Don't you know that we're the cancer of this earth? We use up everything and we don't give back to it. We take, and don't give back. We want, and don't give. That's also the reason why we're having this problem. We're killing our Mother Earth. Don't y'all understand how connected we are to the earth? No, you don't. We are this earth and this earth is us. Every living creature on here has its purpose. But we look at, because we think as humans that, you know what I'm saying, we're just superior to then everything else. Sorry, that's what religion teaches you. That you're bigger than everything else. You're God's child. So we get to rule the earth and we get to do what we want to do. We have free will. Well, look where our free will has gotten us. We're dying. Cutting up trees like we ain't got to breathe from, we don't breathe the oxygen that comes from them things. You killing these bees and whatnot, thinking, not understanding that how they pollinate, how that works. And how we need that to live. The reason why we're all sick and compromised, because there is no vitamins and nutrients. There is no nutritional value in the food that we eat. You're just eating, to pass the time, to chomp your jaws. That's all you're doing 3 times out of the day. Eating mindlessly. There is no nutritional value in any of the things that you eat. So it's useless. And this is why people are getting sick. Your immune system. I'm going to need you to get real good at understanding what that is. Google it. Find a book. You need to learn your body. Stop listening to these doctors. Listen to yourself. Everybody is different. Your body functions differently than other people because of wherever you're from, your genetics, the things that you've been eating, all that stuff. I told y'all that the other day. That's what I've been learning through my journey of losing weight. I understand that my metabolism is slower than most people. So the things that you may do, you know what I'm saying, may work faster because your metabolism like this. That's why men tend to lose weight a whole lot faster than women do. Because, you know, especially when they're young, because their metabolism, they just burn it right off. My metabolism doesn't work that way. It's too slow. And that's probably because of the way my diet was when I was a child. So I don't burn fat as fast as everybody else. So I can't do what everybody else does. I have to cater my, you know what I'm saying, my journey to me. You need to do the same. Stop going to these doctors and letting them tell you what's going on inside of you. You figure that out yourself. Learn the body. If you got to take anatomy and physiology, do it. Buy the book off Amazon. All them college course, all them people in college, they buy books offline. Buy the book. Find a book on your immune system. Find an audio book, whatever it is that you got to do. Find out about your body. When these things happen, this is the time to educate yourself so it won't happen again. This is a viral infection, right? So you need to be looking up viral infections, how they work, how they're developed. How do you kill them? That's what you need to be doing. And finding the herbs, the supplements, the foods, whatever it is that you need to aid you and your body into fixing that. That's what you need to do. Now again, your spirituality is your choice. I don't care if you pray, I don't care what you do, but I'm gonna need you to put some actions behind that. Even the Bible says, faith without works is dead. So you can pray all day, but that ain't gonna do shit. God works through people. So I'm going to need y'all to listen. Call it what you want. This is a message for you. Let's do better. Because like I said, this is your life. This is your family, your children, the people that you love. They are dying. So what are you going to do about it? Because they are obviously not doing anything about it. And they have proven that. This is not my opinion. You are watching this shit on social media and on the news. You are watching it. It is unfolding in front of your eyes. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. So I'm going to need you to do better. If you truly care about your life, if living is really what you want to do, if you fear death so much, then you need to get to the solutions. Then you need to do everything possible to stay alive. Like I said, I don't fear death. Next month, May, will be the 13-year anniversary of my accident. So I know for a fact I'm not going to die a second before or after my time. That much I know. But I do know what it is to almost die. And I promised myself that day that I'm going to make sure that as long as I'm living, I'm going to live the best life I possibly can. I'm going to be my higher self. I'm going to fulfill my purpose, and I'm going to live the best way that I can. Because I got a second chance at life. So I'm going to make do with that. And I'm going to stay on this planet as long as I possibly can. But the only way to do that is if I take care of this vessel that keeps me here. Because remember, who you are is your soul. These are just bodies that we engulf so we can be able to stay here. A good movie to watch about that, The Day the Earth Stood Still. With Keanu Reeves, yeah. That whole concept of him being an alien and having to be born inside on this earth so he can live on this earth. He came into some kind of cup portal type situation where he was being birthed with a human body so he can live on the planet while he came there to do whatever it is that he came to do. So again, who you are is in here. This is just a body. So if you truly want to be here, then you need to take care of this body. If not, your soul's going to go somewhere else. That's just how that goes. So do better about yourself. Care more about yourself. These people do not care about you. They care about themselves. Your government is straight. I bet you they still get their salaries. I bet you they're good. I bet you they still could pay their bills and all of that other shit. I'm sure their kids are good and they not worried. They not worried about. Trump ain't worried about this shit. The House, Congress, all the people, they're not worrying about this. All they worry about is their money. Them niggas ain't worried about catching no shit. They're worrying about their money. So I'm going to need you to be about your business just like they about their business. Stop acting like you are truly a part of this country and we're all one, because we are not. It's the haves and the have-nots. It's the people who are going to conform and the people who are not. That's where we are right now. If you ain't with the program, you're done. This ain't a black or white thing either. This is a have and have not thing, and everybody is expendable. Like I said, if you ain't with the shits, you can go too. Man, them folks don't care. They'll sell their own mama for money, for power. They don't care. Everybody's expendable. You've been watching the shit on TV shows and movies your whole damn life. You know how the shit work. Yes, these movies, you need to start watching them. Your Resident Evils, your iRobots, your Days the Earth Stood Still. All of these movies have been telling y'all what the fuck is up, and they have been disguising it, you know what I'm saying, through entertainment. They make you believe that this is just entertainment. And I've been telling y'all for years, I do not give people that much creative credit. Everything comes from somewhere. Now, yes, they embellish the shit out and all of that good stuff. Yes, they do. But the whole concept of the movies are real. They are telling you what they're doing. So then when they do it, it's like, well, we told you. Seen the movie Devil's Advocate? That's another one you need to watch. How they tell you the truth in your face. And you're not looking because you're blinded, you know what I'm saying, by the show. You're blinded by the bling. So they're telling you what they're doing to you. They just came, this is what, April? They just came out this year with a series on Netflix called Pandemic. It started this year. So it started in January. And here we are in April. And what are we dealing with? A pandemic. These people are telling you what they're doing. I'm going to need you to listen to them. When people show you who they are, you act accordingly and you believe them. Okay? We have to do better. If you don't change your diet, if you don't change the way you think about it, if you don't use your critical thinking skills, you will die. It's really that simple. No more honey. It's really that simple. You guys need to wake up. You need to wake your children up. You need to make sure that they're up. I'm not telling you to just tell your kids, oh, life is over. I'm not telling you to do that, but you need to prepare your children for any and everything. Because when something happens, you want them to be prepared. Because it's going to get worse. People are dying. People's mental, you know what I'm saying, stability is failing. When people get, you know what I'm saying, when people's minds ain't right, people get stupid. I have so many scenarios in my brain about how bad shit can go if we don't get shit together. I was just thinking about, how everybody's, hoarding, resources, and how you're making yourself at risk for doing that. Because you're caring just about your house instead of everybody around you, and thinking that everybody around you ain't about to come in your house if you got what they need. I had a great idea for that. Every community needs to take care of each other. If you live in an apartment complex, if you live in a projects, if you live in a subdivision, or if you live in a radius of a block, you all should share your resources. Do not have 5, 6, 7 cases of tissue and the person that live right next door to you don't have nothing. Don't do that. Don't do that. We suppose, cooperative economics. We have to work together. I've been telling y'all this unity shit from dip. We have to stick together. You may have got caught or caught onto something or was able to buy a lot of a certain thing that everybody else couldn't. And then another person got a hand on a whole bunch of stuff. And then the next person got a whole bunch of stuff. And then y'all all can rotate as long as this is more going on. You see how that works? You see how that stops people from getting robbed? You see how that stops from people getting killed? Because everybody is getting something. You're putting your children at risk by doing that. I was talking to some people, so I'm talking to my peoples about preparing for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get a gun and I need to learn how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? But it's not my nature to kill nobody. That's not my nature. I can count on my one hand how many fights I've had. So it's not in my nature to do that. But I will protect myself. If it's between me and you got to go. That's just how that is. And even in my mind, I still have it. You know, I just wanted to make sure I got me a little piece. So just in case, so I could be at that door and still give you the opportunity to leave. To not even come through here and get gone. That's truly my attitude about it. Because I see this for what this is. How am I going to truly be upset at somebody who is trying to feed their family? We all fucked up. You all going through this bullshit. How can I truly just be upset at this man or this woman for trying to protect himself and his family and feed them? That shit'll break my heart to have to kill that nigga, but I will to protect myself. So how about we try to prevent that from the get-go? We have to start thinking about yourself. We are a unit. I keep telling you, you are me and I am you. What happens to you happens to me and vice versa. We have to do, man. We got to do better. Point blank and period. We got to do better. The things that you've been taught, unlearn them. I know mommy, grandma, grandpa, auntie, they all meant well. They taught you what they knew. They did their best. I'm not trying to knock them. You can only teach what you know. I can dig it. Well, now you know different. There's too many people out here telling you this is the age of information. There's too much information out there to decipher through. And again, like I said, you ain't got to just listen to my every word mindlessly. That's not what I want you to do. I want you to use your own damn brain. Okay? Use your own brain. Make up your own mind. And you need to get other sources outside of the news. I'm sorry. I know a lot of professionals are going to say that I'm saying the wrong thing and all of that jazz. I can dig it. Fuck y'all. Stop listening to the goddamn news. They are liars. Again, they are the advertisement for this company that you work for, which is the United States. Them people don't care. And they will lie to you to keep their job. Period. There are no solutions on the news. Have you seen any? Like I said, I have not heard not one doctor tell anybody to start changing their diets. I have not heard it. All they're telling you to do is stay in a damn house and wear a mask and wear gloves. No one's telling you to, you know what I'm saying? Only the activists and the researchers and the conspiracy theorists are telling you, take vitamin C, take sea moss. You know what I'm saying? Get you some bladderwrack in your system so you can get you some iodine in there. We're the ones telling y'all what to do. Not them. And what are you doing? You're sitting there and you're losing people. And while you're losing people, you're losing your mind. And guess what? They're going to profit off of that. All of you going to the therapist, you're going to have to pay them $20 to $100 an hour. Them pills they're going to give you, you're going to have to pay for that. That's their livelihood. I don't get paid for this, guys. And I've been told that I was supposed to do that. That I should get paid for my time and my energy. But I don't know how to do that without compromising my information. I don't feel that it's right to do that. So that's why I'm doing my best to find wealth other ways. I don't want this to be my breadwinner. So then I have to think about the bottom line, except for the actual truth that you guys need. The only satisfaction I get out of this is you being okay. And us being okay. That's all I get out of telling you shit. I be trying to tell the people around me like that, about that. I've been called a know-it-all, what I'm saying, things of that nature. What you mean? We scream, nobody cares about us. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about, well, here I am caring. I care. Because I can absolutely just be chilling by myself in quarantine. I'm good, yo. I'm good. Somebody said wash hands. Why the fuck was y'all washing y'all hands before that? That's another thing that kills me. Why wasn't y'all washing your hands and covering your mouths when you cough from giddy up? Ain't that the shit that you was taught when you were younger? Why is that standard? Why is cleanliness something that you have to be taught in 2020? Cleanliness is next to godliness. That is my motto. I live by that. What's wrong with y'all? You didn't know you weren't supposed to have your hands all up in your face and in your mouth and all that shit? Means it's time for you to teach your kids this. Yes. You didn't think about that, did you? How your children are babies and they don't know any better and they just touch things and put it in their mouths and touch it and all of that shit. Are you teaching your kids not to do that? And they don't know no better. And don't beat them because you see them doing that, because that's what you're going to do. Slap that. Don't do that. Teach them. You don't get into a panic and then start, that militantly chastising them because you didn't prepare them for what they needed. That's your fault, not theirs. And now you scared for their life because you didn't prepare them for that shit. It's not fair. Teach them. Teach them what your parents did not teach you. We got to do better, man. Because again, these are our lives. Again, these people up here that's making all these decisions, they're making decisions for themselves. Yeah, folks get intimidated when you expect them to think deeper. Listen, that's your business. Like, to be quite honest, for the past 3 years, I have done my due diligence, to be very balanced with, with my messages. I allow everyone to be them. Everyone has a different journey that they're supposed to walk, and I don't have the right to judge that. That is not my job, or my purpose. But sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. Sometimes facts are just facts. Your feelings mean nothing when it comes down to facts. I'm sorry. And again, this is to save your life. This is not for likes. This is not for hearts or none of that shit. This is to save your life. Like I said, 2 people that I know have died in the last 48 hours. People are dying. The shit is real. And I'm not telling you to panic. Because panicking does not help. When you panic, you can't think straight. When you don't think straight, you do dumb shit. You compromise yourself when you do that. So no, I don't want you to panic. What I want you to do is do your research. Calm yourself. You have the time to do it because you're stuck in the house. Calm yourself and educate yourself. We're dealing, like I said, you're dealing with a virus, right? Go look up viruses. And then after you do that, go look up COVID-19. And then after that, anything else attached to that. Start checking out Start checking out the shit that us conspiracy theorists are talking about. All we're telling you to do is check it out. How is it going to hurt you to check it out? Check out the information. And then when you get all this information together, you use your own mind and you decipher through that shit and you pick out how that works for you. That's how you do that. But stop just listening to the people who are causing this issue. Okay? Because that coronavirus situation has been around for decades. I wouldn't even be surprised if we all had a little bit of coronavirus in us, but the old version. Again, when you take that flu shot, they're giving you the flu. Not my opinion, a fact. And what they try to use as an example of that is with like what was it? Was it polio or one of them diseases, you know what I'm saying, that they had a vaccine for it and it no longer existed after a while. So that is what they tell you. Now, mind you, none of us was around when that was going on. So you don't know if that vaccine actually was the reason why polio, you know what I'm saying, disappeared. You don't know that. That's just what they told you. Do you know anybody that had that shit? I don't think so. So you have no idea if they're telling the truth about that. That's just what you were taught. So now that makes you comfortable and makes you think that you're supposed to get vaccines. But they tell you what it is. They are giving you a little bit of the flu so that your body can recognize it and fight it off. But that doesn't make any sense because your immune system, look it up, is made to fight off foreign entities, not things that they've seen before, foreign. So if you're giving me the flu every year in this shot, it's no longer foreign to my body. It's actually going to start to become a part of my DNA now because I'm consuming this yearly. Maybe that's why almost 1 million people died last year from the flu. Ever thought about that? But y'all don't question that shit at all. Yo, you doctor, all you people that got into the medical field thinking that, oh, I'm going to get this good job. I'm going to have benefits and I'm going to have this, that, and the third. Well, see, y'all the ones who have to take that shit. They make you take that shit. They put you in positions for them to make you do what they want you to do. Because again, you need that job, right? You got to pay them bills, see? They put you in a position to make you do things that are not beneficial to you. You ain't free. Unlearn that shit. Watch COVID-19 prevention commercial. The first patient that showed in the commercial is an elderly black man in a doctor's office. Man, fuck these commercials. That's the shit that really pissed me off and got me to going in the first place. Okay? They're telling y'all not to listen to us. I'm telling y'all not to listen to them. Now, your best bet, if you don't know what to do, is to check out both. That's how you eliminate that. And use your common sense. What makes sense to you? Like I said, this is why I say you have to educate your... It's just so much that has to be done to stop all of this shit. Like educating your children, like I was saying earlier. The fact that you guys are not using your... You learned in school what the immune system was about. You know what the immune system is supposed to do, but yet you have allowed them to tell you that the flu shot is what's up. Common sense. But you're trained to listen to doctors. You are trained that they know best because they've went to an institution and they've studied this, that, and the third. So they're supposed to know. That's how you think. That's why you don't ever question your doctor, even though he ain't never cured you from shit. You still got the same ailments for the past 10 to 20 years. They haven't cured anything about you. And every time it gets worse, they give you more drugs and more drugs and more drugs and more drugs. And you get sicker and you get sicker and you get sicker, but you still go to them. Even though you get sicker. People die in hospitals every day, but you still go. No one has ever questioned all the billions of dollars that we have been putting into cancer, but ain't nobody being cured from cancer. All this money, all this technology that you have, and you ain't found a cure for that yet? Makes no sense. I need y'all to think about that. Think about that auntie or that uncle or that daddy that's on dialysis right now or taking chemo. They're killing your loved ones for bread. Period. That's not my opinion. It's a fact. Dialysis is the most cruel thing I can ever think of. You're sucking out somebody's blood out of their body and you're pushing it back into their veins. The fuck? That is the most unnatural thing I can ever think of. But they tell you that's what you need to do. But what they don't tell you is to make sure your liver, take care of your liver and your kidneys. That's what you need to do. When your liver and your kidneys are compromised, your body cannot, cannot filter toxins. That's what your liver and your kidneys do. They filter out the toxins. When you put stuff in your body, like when you eat food, your body, the food takes the nutrients and takes it and goes and puts it where it needs to go. And anything that doesn't need to be there is supposed to come out through your bottom orifices. You're supposed to piss it out or shit it out. That's how that works. That's how that's supposed to work, guys. So if your kidneys and your liver don't work, you cannot filter out the toxins. So the toxins are staying in your body and moving into other places. That's the problem. So instead of them trying to fix your kidneys, what they're doing is pulling out your blood. They're filtering out your blood for you instead of helping your body do it itself like it's supposed to. That's what they're doing. But there's plenty of herbs that you can take that'll fix your liver. That'll fix your kidneys. But they're not going to tell you that because there's no money in that. So you want to get mad at somebody, you want to be pissed off, you need to be pissed off at them. They're the ones that are killing your peoples. They're the ones that are killing you. It ain't me. Because if I had it my way, we'd all be motherfucking raw vegans. We'd all be living off the land. We all have wells. You know what I'm saying? We'll all be living for and by each other. We damn sure wouldn't be going through the shit we going through if it was in my control. Get your immune system right. There's no excuse for that now. There's too many people on earth right now who know about this information, selling these products and all of that. And that's another thing too, y'all. Y'all are willing to spend top dollar, you know what I'm saying, with these pharmaceutical companies, but you want to bitch about how much herbs cost. You're willing to spend $200-$300 monthly for the rest of your life to take these pills that these doctors give you, but you tripping about $40, you know what I'm saying, for some Alpha 7, you know what I'm saying, or you tripping about how much a bar of soap costs because they're using all natural herbs and all of that jazz. You want us to give you this shit for a discount, but you're gonna pay them top dollar for the shit that's killing you. Priorities. If you can't afford some herbs or something like that, maybe you don't need to get your bundles this week. Maybe Mac might not be what you need this month. Maybe you don't need the new. Maybe you just need to ride in a regular car that gets you from point A to point B instead of spending $300 on a car note just so you can have the brand new. You spending $300 on a car, but you can't spend $40 for some herbs? That's stupid. Yeah, I said it. That shit is dumb as hell. That you care more about some material, about looking a certain way instead of being a certain way. You can't take that damn car with you if you die. That house, that weave, that shit's going in your casket is going to dry up, burn up, and however that is going to decompose right with your damn body. Priorities. No, your kid does not need them stupid ass toys in that video game. No, they don't. You need to be getting them some herbs, getting them some books, teaching them some shit. Don't turn your children into mindless adults. that most of us are right now. Prepare your child for some shit like this. Because when you're gone, they're left here. You know what I'm saying? For those who got parents and grandparents that are gone, they gone now. They don't got to deal with this shit. You do. And they didn't prepare you for it. Don't do that to your kids. You prepare them for this because it's going to get worse. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it will. And you need to be prepared for it. Period. So all y'all getting offended by people saying certain things, don't get offended. Get prepared. Because yes, there are a lot of us who've been telling you year in and year out that this shit was coming. We've been telling you and telling you and telling you. And what have y'all been doing? Laughing, ridiculing, calling us crazy. And now you want us to be, you know what I'm saying, we got to be sensitive, you know what I'm saying, to your feelings and shit. No, the fuck we don't. No, we don't. Because we've been telling your ass. And it's one thing to not listen to somebody, but it's another thing to ridicule them and be all extra with it. If my information ain't cool for you, don't resonate with you, cool. But y'all be coming at, y'all be trying to come for our heads. And here you are right now. Panicking. Don't know what to do. I see a lot of spiritual warriors right now. Don't know what to do. So miss me with all of that. Again, you can pray to whoever you want to pray to. Your spiritual path is your spiritual path. But what is that doing for you right now? How is that stopping people from dying? If what you got going on is not stopping this shit, I'm going to need you to try something else. Incorporate something else. I don't know what to tell you. But you're going to have to do something else. Because it's insane to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. If you seriously think that you can continue to eat meat and eat what you want to eat and do what you want to do and think that you're going to live a long time, you're bugging. You are bugging. Word, Katana. All them people talk about, leave folks alone. Let them eat that sandwich. How about now? Was that sandwich that good? Did it taste that good? Was it worth it? You need to start caring more about yourself. Start caring more about yourselves. And what I mean by caring more about yourselves, it's not about how you look. That's not taking care of yourself because you're looking apart. What your insides look like. Beauty is from the inside out, honey. I'll be the one to tell you. When you're good inside, all that outside stuff work. You won't need all that makeup. You won't need all that hair. You won't need all that shit if you would take care of your insides. I don't have to wear makeup. I just woke up. I look mighty damn fine. I do wear a little this, that, you know what I'm saying, to give y'all a little pizzazz at 9 o'clock. But that shit is not needed, as you can see. Do better. This whole situation is to better yourself. I told y'all this is the year of discipline. I said it was for me, but it's actually for everybody. This is a year to reset your foundation. You have the opportunity amongst all of this death, amongst all of what's going on. If you're still alive, you have the opportunity to reevaluate and make sure your foundation is straight and start building on top of that. You have the opportunity and there is no excuses. You are being told. If you're watching this feed, you are being told. If you listen to any of the other activists that talk about these things, your Reza Islams, your Jamar Miltons, your Pop Darbys, your Papa Ducks, your red pills and blue pills, your Yarima Karamas. See what I'm saying? Gotta do better. Gotta do better. I love y'all. I promise you I do. I promise you, like they say, you don't ever go broke for, you know what I'm saying, for a player that ain't got potential. We got potential. We are greatness. We just don't know it. So we have to do better. Set your foundation this year. Change some shit up. Family is the first business. Get your families right. This is the time for y'all to get to know each other. This is the time for you to get good with your kids. This is about time that you learn how to deal with them, deal with each other. Because at the end we say, we all we got. We say all of, black people say all this dumb shit, but don't ever apply it. We all we got. So act like it. Stop running from yourself. When you run from your kids, you're running from yourself. They are your reflection. The man or woman you chose to be with, that was a choice. Get to know each other. This is an opportunity to truly build your family dynamic and make it strong. So once y'all go back out into this world, you can be all right. Set a plan for your house. Okay? For things that happen like this. This is what we gonna do, this, that, and the third. This is what we need. Stock up this, stock up that. This is where the gun is at over here. This is where the ammo is at over there. That's what you need to be doing right now. If you ain't got that done, then you should not be thinking about what vacation you going on or how this go. That's not what you should be worrying about. You need to prepare yourself. And then live your life. So when shit happens, kakak, you good. So there is no panic. Because again, when these things happen, we have no control over it. You have no idea if this is going to happen. We have no idea when this is going to stop. You have no idea if this is going, if it's going to stop. Nobody knows that shit. Nobody knows what truly is going to happen and go on except for the people who are orchestrating this shit, because they're the ones orchestrating it. No one knows for sure. So that's why you have to be prepared for anything. And this is the time to do that. Okay? I love y'all. I promise you. Love, love, love y'all. I want y'all to be safe. I want you guys, I want you guys to survive. Alright? So let's do better. I love y'all. That's all I can say, man. That's really all I can say, because shit is crazy. Rest in peace, Miss Priscilla. Rest in peace, Kalima. It's really sad, man. It's really sad that people are dying. That's all I got for y'all, man. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday the best way that you can. Please try to utilize some of the information that I've given. You know what I'm saying? If anybody needs to talk, I've been hearing about a lot of people that are depressed and things of that nature. If you need to talk, definitely join the AMPspiration therapy group. Like I said yesterday, I'm not a licensed therapist, but we all we got. So if you need to vent, you need somebody to talk to, I don't care, and I don't care how you do it. You can cuss, I don't care what you do, but get that shit out, man. Do not sit in them four walls and let that shit consume you. Don't do that. Do not do that. AMPspiration therapy. Just go there. It's a safe place to just talk. If you have information and solutions, you know what I'm saying, please post in there. If you're available to talk to people, if you're somebody, you know what I'm saying, who is willing to be a ear or a shoulder or something like that, please post in that group and make yourself available, because this is what we need. That is the only thing that's going to, that's going to get us through this. We have to help each other. Again, these folks are not about to do it. We have to do it for ourselves. All right? So please inbox me, post on Inspiration Therapy, whatever you got to do to make sure that you're mentally, strong, do that. Because that's what we need. We need mental and emotional strength. And you need physical strength. Like we have to be strong just all the way around. And you have to start building that up. And I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard. But nothing, that's worth it comes easy. It's worth it. It's worth you making the sacrifices. It's worth going through whatever little pain that you got to get there. It's worth it. I promise you that. So please, care enough about yourself and your peoples to do better for the long term, not just right now. This is not a New Year's resolution. Oh, I want to go to the gym now and and get my body right. This is not about you looking no kind of way for the summer. This is about you surviving. Take your health seriously. Do better. I love y'all again. And the more information that I have, the more solutions that I can come up with, I'm going to share. Okay? I love y'all. My birthday's in 8 days. And I'm going to celebrate it. I don't know how I'm going to celebrate it, but I'm going to figure it out. This is something that what I'm dealing with is figuring out how to balance my emotions, how to, maintain, my empathy, but then also pushing for life. Because I'm still here. Y'all watching here, y'all still here. You see what I'm saying? And it's really hard to, be celebratory, you know what I mean? But then, take six, it's a hard thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I worry about how people think, even though I shouldn't, but I do. Because I know a lot of people feel like I'm insensitive because of the way I see death and how things go. You know what I'm saying? Because on my birthday, I'm gonna be all out. I'm gonna be enjoying, my solar return, and I don't want to offend anybody. I really don't. Like I said, I come on here and I do this because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's my duty to us to do my part to make sure that we good. You know what I'm saying? So that bothers me, and that's what I have to work on. Being okay with. You know what I'm saying? Being empathetic, but as well as continuing to live life and fulfill my purpose, because that's what I have to do. Okay? So I love y'all. Again, rest in peace, Miss Priscilla. And rest in peace, Kalima. And rest in peace to everybody and anybody that's losing life right now. We got to do better. Take care of yourselves. Make those dietary changes. Now, get them herbs. I have access to all of this stuff. I will put the links in the caption. Get you some Alpha 7. I'm serious about this, guys. Get you some Alpha 7 and some sinus and allergy from Quantum R&D is what you need. I know several sources to get you some sea moss from. If you live in New York, I've been seeing a lot of stuff going to New York. There's a doctor called herbalist called Danny Parrott. You need to holler at him. You need to find him. He has what you need. Okay? If you have any questions, want any links, I'm going to put them in the captions, but you can always hit me up personally, to ask, for any information. And if I don't have the answers, I know somebody that will. I've been dealing, and connecting myself with doctors and herbalists and naturopathic doctors, anything and everything that I can to make sure that I'm safe and that I can share this safety with all of you. Okay? Get this stuff, guys. I don't care who you get it from, but please get what you need and get your immune system on point. I just found out last night that avocado seeds are very good in strengthening your immune system against viral and bacterial infections. I've been buying avocados. I love avocados. And I've been saving the seeds. I can't remember who I was talking to about it, but they said that the seeds have health benefits. So I figured, right, cool. I just shred them up and put them in my smoothie, and and I can eat the whole avocado. Well, I was explaining that to somebody, and then I Googled it, and it absolutely said that it strengthens the immune system. So I'm going to be eating the hell out of some avocado seeds. So get you some. If you eat avocados, if you don't, try it, and you need to start liking them. When you eat the meat out of it, but you save the seeds. You dry them out, you take off the top piece, and you can turn it into a powder. And you can put it in your food, you can put it in your smoothies, and things that these are natural things that you can do that don't cost you an arm and a leg, you know what I'm saying, to start on making your immune system on point. Like I said, I'm going to keep posting anything that I learn. I'm going to post and give you the links and all the information or to get to this information. Okay? So I love y'all. Please. So many things that you can take, you know what I'm saying, herb-wise, that'll keep your immune system on point. Okay? So please, hear me out. Listen to, you know what I'm saying? Take what I have to say into consideration. Do your own research. But your immune system right now, for what's going on, what you need to do is make sure that your immune system is on point. That is what you need to do. You get that on point, you're going to be all right. Your immune system. Figure out what it is, how it works. And I will continue to give you the information and lead you to the people who have the information of how the best way about, you know what I'm saying, making sure, you know what I'm saying, you're healthy. Okay? Again, love y'all. I'm gonna let y'all be. Y'all be inspired.